Oh, hey, where have you been? Just kidding, where have I been? I've been absent all summer. But this baby came out. I'm going to tell you about her, and then I'm going to read it. First off, if you haven't read the first book, it is on the back of my second book. Not, it's not like required. You don't have to read that to understand this book, but I mean, it's the prequel, so yeah, you're gonna want to read it. But this book came out in July. It's about Leon Angel's little sister, Destiny Jade. And this right here is the hardcover you will see if you search for this on Amazon, Bookshop, really anywhere. I think it's because I put this one out before my regular hardcover. So if you want the regular hardcover, that's only $20, I think. I'll put the link in my caption. But this is like special. Like, this is like a collector's item, okay? It's got the cover on it. So this comes off. And then you can read the book. It's also a bit smaller than my other books. The others are like your typical 8 by 11 ish. This one is 6 by 9. But yeah, it's got the same stuff in it as the other one. So, only thing that's different is I've got this, instead of it being on the back, it's on the inside, and then there's this. Again, instead of being on the back, it's on the inside. So I'm going to read it for you, but this option is the really expensive one. And if you don't want to spend that for a hardcover, I have my regular one. Yeah. So here's my book. So this is Welcome Home, Destiny Jade, Book 2 in the Leon Angel Saga by me, Erica Shields, and art by Gabriella Grave. Destiny Jade is the second child of Legend and Ella Wright, and she is Leon Angel's little sister. Her namesake originates from how she was destined to be in their family and her father's favorite shade of green. Leon loves little DJ, but to the core, but misses his alone time with his parents. In this fall book, the Wrights learn how to be a family of 5. Here is the little author and illustrator page. Read about me and my girl. This one. So there's like an abbreviated one in the regular paperback, and then there's the more in detailed about us both in either of the special editions. Dedicated to oldest siblings all over the world and my little sister, me. Dedicated to the girls I grew up with, my sisters. You are my best friends forever. Gigi. Featured in order of appearance, kindergarten teacher extraordinaire, Kiki Kensha. My real life hero and the woman who made me love kindergarten. Here's all the info. And let's start. Leon's first month of kindergarten was complete, and he was happier than ever. Miss McKenna had the best jokes and all the stickers a boy could want. The September air was crisp and the perfect weather for a hoodie. He loved school already. He met his dad at the bus stop, and they held hands all the way home. Later that night, his mama sat at the table as he did his homework, and his dad cleaned up the kitchen. Her belly was as big as ever, but she still did this every night. How many dogs and cats do you see in the problem? She watched as he drew pictures to show his math equations. He drew some corgis and some cats. There are 7 altogether, his mom finished with a grin. He put his math book back and heard something spill onto the floor. Legend and Leon turned around to a pool of liquid below Ella. I think Destiny is coming. Her first name came from how Ella knew baby number 2 was destined to be in their family. Ella always knew she'd be a girl. Jade was her dad's favorite color for his favorite little girl. Ella pulled Leon up onto the hospital bed so he could meet his little sister officially. You, Leon Angel, will be the best big brother just because of who you are. Leon kissed Destiny's forehead, and Ella looked at her kids with all the love in the world. Ella and Destiny stayed in the hotel for a few more days, and the boys prepared the house. The wallpaper was jade green with elements of the sky painted on top. Ella painted Destiny's room the weekend she found out about the baby. The baby room was inspired by the sun, the moon, and stars. The crib was white, and the sheets had orange suns and patterns. Leon helped his dad put diapers and baby clothes in the dreamy dresser. In the last week of October, Leon walked into the house and heard a little cry in the distance. He looked back at his dad, who had a silly grin on his face. He ran up to the stairs and into the nursery. His mom and sister were home. Look at his shoes. They had their first meal as a family of 5. Homework at the table with them, but felt alone somehow. He loved his sister, but he missed having his parents to himself. He felt guilty for feeling that way, so he gave his sweet sister a quick kiss and got back to work. A week later, Leon woke up to the sunshine, but it was no typical Sunday. There was a Leon-sized suit hanging on the door with shoes to match. He was confused and went to find his parents. Ella was sitting in Destiny's room with a fall-style dress on while Daddy was in his game day sweatsuit. Are you ready for a Leon and Mama day? Leon let out a little scream and hugged his parents. Leon and Ella would get tacos for lunch and see a musical downtown. Legend and Destiny would spend the day watching football games and baby shows. It was the perfect day for every rite. After Ella parked near the theater, she turned to her son and held his hand. This is the first time we've had just the 2 of us in a few weeks. How are you feeling with Destiny? Leon paused and thought carefully. I love her. She's so cute and quiet. Ella squeezed his hand and said, But I do miss my mommy and daddy days. Nella? Ella nodded understandingly and said, I miss them too. Some of our mommy days will have Destiny and Daddy, but I will make sure you have your own. You are our angel always. They smiled warmly at each other and got out of the car. If you read the first one, do you remember these pictures? Do they look a little familiar? The pair entered the theater filled with African-styled art and instruments. Oh, I'm sorry, that was really fast. Back at home, Destiny snuggled in her father's arms as he quietly rooted for their favorite team. Becoming a family of 5 is not easy, but the Wrights can do it. The end. And then the inside of the back says, this is the second book by Erica and Gabriella, and we're so excited for you to read it. The beauty of this book is that Leon and his family grow up with the reader. A holiday tale of 4 wagging tails, out December 2024. So if you're reading this right when it comes out, yes, you heard right. Book 3 is coming in just a couple of months. Gabriella and I just got started on it. We're so excited for you to read it. Again, if you ever want to read it and you don't have a copy or you can't afford to buy the copy, you can always watch this video again and listen to me read it. And if you do want a copy for your house or for your classroom, that would make my heart soar. Please message me on my Instagram showing me you guys reading it or in your spaces. I would love that. And all links will be in my caption and in my link tree. I love you guys so much, and this video is dedicated to my student from last year. She'll know who she is. You are the reason I've done this video. I have finally done it, and I will come tell you in the hallway that it's finally here, and I will be uploading again very soon. Promise. Pinky.